Welcome to the show, ladies and gents. We're here. We talk about wrestling.
Charlotte beat me. I put you in a neck brace before. I have no problem doing it again.
You haven't seen it, honey. I was...
Oh, bitch! No, the fuck y'all did. So much balls. There's too much balls on that rash. Too many red balls. Look at all these balls. Look at this. Damn! Oh, Jesus! We are witnessing child abuse on TV, Lord. Oh, have mercy. Now, watch your mouth when you talking to me, ho. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. You ain't getting nothing. You don't get nothing. You either earn it or you don't. You pasty bitch. That ain't how this works. Uh-oh. Hit it with a zigzag. Let's go, baby. Let's go, dog. Let's go. I'm fucks with it. We sick of your shit.
Hey, girl, hey. Life, relationships, pop culture.
Well, go ahead. I'm listening. And he'll be looking at me. He will be looking at me and he will go to sleep. He will go to sleep. Look at me in my face. I'm talking to you.
We talk about it all, baby. So, y'all ready? I know y'all ready. Because it's showtime. And that's on the ancestors, baby. Welcome to the show, ladies and gents. We're here. We talk about wrestling.
Oh. Hello. How is everybody doing? I hope everybody's having a good day. If you missed Monday Night Raw, I'm going to recap it for you so you can know exactly what happened. They added a match today, which I kind of figured they were going to do. So we got work to do, ladies and gents. Okay? We have work to do. So let's start off with what happened today. All right? I thought I uploaded all the pictures. Let me look and see. Because that be on some trash. Oh, please. Justice for Dewdrop Child Boom. Hello, everybody. I hope everybody had a good day. I'm going to replay the intro really quickly, just for a hot second, and then I'll be right back because I should have everything uploaded by the intro.
Welcome to the show, ladies and gents. We're here. We talk about wrestling.
Charlotte beat me. I put you in a neck brace before. I have no problem doing it again.
You haven't seen it, honey. I was...
Oh, bitch! No, the fuck y'all did. So much balls. There's too much balls on that rash. Too many red balls. Alrighty. Let me see if I have the other stuff up here. I did not upload everything. Okie dokie. So, Monday Night Raw kicked off with this guy. Apparently, he called out the Miz, and they got into a tussle. They got into a big-ass fight, and it took all the people in the back to stop them from fighting. It looked pretty decent as a fight, not going to lie.
Logan Paul sold it, and so did The Miz. So shout out to y'all for putting on something decent in the beginning of the show. Then give him his gummies, please. Then we got Roman and the Usos and thick ass Paul Heyman. And basically they cut a promo about Roman's dominance and how, you know, Brock Lesnar usually is the X factor, but this time it's going to be Roman. And it was just blah, 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 blow smoke up your ass week. Okay? So, we saw that. Moving on. I don't know what else happened. What else happened? Oh, Rey Mysterio had his 20-year celebration today. They was in Madison Square Garden. Are you okay? Yeah. They was in Madison Square Garden. They had a pretty big showing for it, and he got a lengthy amount of time to talk and actually celebrate his celebration before the girlies came and destroyed all of that. Now, the Mysterios did beat Judgment Day tonight. They did win. But, okay, but when they went in the back to celebrate, eat their cake, and, you know, have a good time, baby, they came back there and whooped their ass. Now, Rhea Ripley popped her head up reared her ugly head in the ring, well, outside in the back, and she kicked Rey Mysterio in the arm. She attacked Dominic, mugged his sister. There's a line that I usually don't cross when it comes to like feuds and rivalries and fighting. I don't talk about people's wives. I don't talk about people's children. I don't put my hands on people's children. I don't put my hands on people's wives. When you do shit like that, you open yourself up to get ass whooping. In my opinion, okay? In my opinion, first of all, it's hood rules. It was 15 of the Mysterios' friends and family in that damn room. Ain't no way 3 motherfucking people was able to walk out with nothing on them while the 2 other people was in there laid the fuck out. Now, how is that possible? Now, what I want from WWE is a semblance of realism. Because, see, where I'm from, okay, when you put your hands on my people and it's a bunch of y'all, them hood rules, that means we get to jump y'all fools too. And we come with all of ours. All we do is, cuckoo, sue. That's the call and response, bitch. We don't play that bullshit. You don't do that. You don't have 3 motherfuckers walk up in your shit and fuck your shit up, and then he mean mugged your wife like that. I mean, mean mugged your daughter like that, and you gonna let her? Then she come back and kick you in the arm? Nah, she too safe. She too safe out here in these streets. I don't like it. I don't like it. They ain't got nothing to come back against her with. Nothing. That's their X factor. And they don't want to put their hands on the woman. She ain't got no problem putting her hands on you. She ain't got no problem putting her hands on you. If it's me, I'd be out there with a kendo stick, chair, whatever I can find, and I'd be beating Rhea Ripley across her back. You understand? Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Cause you're not finna go at me. You're not finna go at me and my peoples. Absolutely the fuck not. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Nope. Nope. Not doing it. It was 3 of them, and there was a whole room of Mysterios people. His wife, his daughter. I don't care what kind of shoes you got on, bitch. Take them hoes off and get your ass out there. If Rhea Ripley big, hit that bitch in her knees so she come down to your height and whoop her ass. The fuck, you gonna let that girl mean mug you and then come out there and then just sit next to your day like, are you all right? Hell no, bitch, he not all right. He went through a table. He is not all right. Girl, you barely all right. With that woman's big old hand in your face. And you just gonna be like,
leave. You had some balls to go up to the woman and tell her to leave, and then she mean mugged the fuck out your ass, and you ain't do shit. Your mama ain't do shit but stand there back there crying. That ain't how my people work. That ain't how we roll, baby. Let some shit happen to me. Let something happen to me. I'm standing outside with my husband and my mama standing there, and a bitch roll up to me and mean mug me in my face. You gonna have to fight me and her. We don't play that bullshit. You gonna get your ass whooped one way or another. And trust me, you don't want no ass whooping from my mama, because she don't fight fair. She liable to push you down a flight of stairs or some shit. I'm just saying. Because hell no. And if my daddy get right there, he gonna bust you with his cane. So you gonna get your ass whooped one way or another. And if Jared get mad enough, I promise you, you're going home to glory. I promise you that. You're gonna see Jesus before your time. That's how it's supposed to be. And don't let my cousins be out there. Some of them be strapped. They do. They do. They do. I'm just saying. That don't make no damn sense right there. That's a damn mess. Okay. He said, now that Miss Rhea is back, Judgment Day can be fully utilized again. Maybe. Damn, not mugged his sister. Oh, yes, baby. Mugged her. Mugged her. So Rhea in the match as well. Rhea not going to be in the match, but Rhea is going to be lurking on the sidelines. Like she did when what's his name? Lord Zed over here in the corner. And Edge, Damian Priest is his name. And Edge had a tag team, and they went up against, I think it was Finn and AJ Styles, and she was costing them matches because of that. That's kind of what she's going to be doing. She's not going to be doing much. I think they're going to ease Rhea back in there. They're not going to put her in a full match for a little bit. It's going to be slow. Especially if it was really bad, the injury that she had, it's going to be slow going for Rhea. But it seemed like she's okay. She was able to come back and do this bit. She didn't get hit. But I'm just saying, kayfabe-wise, I'd have beat her ass. She would have never put her hands on me again. And Dominic is a little bitch because that's your sister. I don't care. Chivalry is dead. Dead. Anytime a bitch that's taller than you and outweigh you put her hands on your sister, nigga, you supposed to go ape shit and whoop her ass. I don't give a fuck how much lipstick that hoe wear, how many times she put eyeshadow above her eyebrows. I don't give a damn. She need to be on the floor looking for the rest of her teeth. Whichever ones is still in the middle, bitch. She need to be looking for them. Because it wouldn't be me. Period, Sasha. Hood rules. You started it. You should have kept your ass in the back. Hold on. Morbid said, Ray's friends in the back holding them champagne cups like do something. That's y'all guy getting whooped. Right? They just stood there. They stood over and looked at him. Hey, you all right? No, I just went through a table hoe while you drinking my champagne. Give me my damn champagne. Sitting up there drinking champagne while I'm laid out through a damn table. The fuck?
Y'all should have did something.
Rhea deserves to get her ass whooped this Saturday. If Dominic's sister don't beat her ass with a kendo stick, we gonna have a problem. Shit. You know what? You know when one fight, we all fight. Depends on the cousin, because I ain't fighting for everybody. I got cousins like that too, but the cousins I'm talking about are the cousins that I fucks with. Not the cousins I don't roll with. I'm talking about the cousins that I roll with. The cousins that I fight for. The cousins that I actually fuck with. Those are the ones I fight for. We're not talking about the ones we don't like. They don't equate into the hood rule area. Say you gonna see Jesus before your time. I'm dying tip. I'm dead ass serious. Y'all thinking I'll be playing. I'm serious. Boo. Put her in the match. Against who, Don?
Who's she gonna be in the match against? Who is gonna ride with the Mysterios? That's a face right now, outside of Bliss. And she just staked her claim to the damn Raw Women's Championship. So, like, child, who they gonna put in there to go up against Rhea? Like, who? That's all I'm asking. Everyone plays as the dust falls and thank me later. And yes, I'm gonna rave about this game for a while because it's amazing. I can't. Tiff said I throw punch that bitch. Period. I punch her in the cooter. I'd tear her ass up. She would never in a day, even she would think twice about doing some shit like that to me. My 20-year anniversary, and you come up in my room, and then you got the audacity because you had the balls to walk your ass in there. Then Ray standing there talking about, hey, we don't want no trouble. Nah, we want all the smoke, bitch. You walk up in here on my people. Me mug my daughter and just grab my son by his hair and pull him out the room. She a good one. She knew who to try because it couldn't be me and my folk. We in that party and you come up in there and think you're going to walk out by yourself on your own reconnaissance? Absolutely the fuck not. You go out on a stretcher or you can crawl your way out. Or you can get dragged out. I give you a third option. Either way, you getting your ass whooped. Because I don't play that bullshit. That's how you know they're not as loyal as those TikTok kids that put their shoes on to go fight in an imaginary eye. I can't. I have very exciting news, you guys. My room is cold. I can't with you. He crying because he was in that heat. Hyra, who is you fighting? You from the burbs. Baby. Child, Rhea big ass can fight those men. They ain't doing no intergender matches with Rhea Ripley. Child. I know how to fight. You do? Okay, baby. Ray better call Tamina for help. I mean, he could. I wouldn't. I would call Piper before I call her. Just because it's no shade to Tamina, but I would want somebody who actually gonna do some damage. Like Tamina could do damage. I'm not shitting on her. But I feel like Piper will give you a little bit more. Did you get the remotes from downstairs?
Dad wants to put them up, so I didn't see him down there.
Octavius, Grandpa wants you. He was down there. Child, I don't know. Rhea would have had to think twice about doing that if it was Tiff's celebration. Period. Tamina can do damage to her knees. Oh, you ain't shit. Do drop Tiff. No, her name is Piper. I said it right. Her name is Piper. Thank you. Her name is Piper. It's Piper. That's what I was thinking. I didn't want to say it out. Say it though. Don't play with Madam Doodoo. Okay, so let's get off of these two because I can rag on them hoes all night. But anyway, we got some other stuff that happened in between. So Logan Paul had his segment. I presume I did not watch this. I don't know what he did. I imagine that he called out the Miz or whatever he did. But his wife, Miz's wife came out there. She came out there with a purse that was shaped like testicles.
Mm-hmm.
Child, Maurice is a whole kiki.
Platinum testicles. Them bitches was shiny.
Not platinum testicles.
They were shiny, baby. Them testicles were shiny.
Maurice is a whole kiki, but she looked really good in this outfit. This Barbie.
She couldn't say genitalia.
She couldn't say genitalia.
She kept stumbling, and then she said it's balls. She couldn't say it.
Maurice a good actor. That's funny. That shit was boring. Okay. Okay. Anyway, so Maurice had her Barbie pink outfit on. She looked cute. She really did. That's all I can say about that segment because I didn't really watch it. So there's that. Bianca came out there shortly after the Mysterios segment
and cut a promo. And then Becky flew her ass out there with no paints on. She just came out there bottomless. And she was so messed up, tore up her whole outfit. The back of that split open. Child, everybody saw her bra. It was all exposed. I said, girl, ooh, you can't be out there fighting like that. Then Bianca's real hair came out of a ponytail. I don't know what happened. I don't think Bianca glued it down this time. Bianca, girl, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm dead ass trying to tell you. You got to get you some hair glue. Okay? So when you glue your hair to the ponytail, when you do the ponytail braid, you got to glue your hair inside. So no matter what they do, even if they pull on it like Becky constantly does, it won't come off. It's not going to come off. But I know you do it for ease so you can take your hair down when you get done and everything. But you got to put some glue on it so you don't be out there looking like one of them Who's from the Whoville. Because that's what she reminded me of today, baby. And I love me some Bianca, but that shit took me the fuck out. I said, girl. Oh, my God. Becky Lynch need to go get her clothes from the clearance section. Because that shit ain't it. You mean clearance? From the clearance section? Becky did a whole no rhythm walk tonight. She couldn't walk in them shoes. She could not. She couldn't walk in them. They too heavy. Becky out here looking like a Ginyu Force reject. I think he meant clearance. He meant clearance, baby. Is that a new designer? Not a new designer. Or do they clearance from 8 Mile? I can't. Bianca looked like a trooper. Becky, child, she looked like she did. She looked like she was straight from the Ginyu Force. I have to agree with them.
Her looking like Raccoon and shit.
Yeah, with them shoulders.
God.
Chill. It was giving. Bianca was cute today, though. She came out there with her shoes flat. She was ready to fight. I don't know what Becky thought she was gonna do in them wee little boots she had on, but they ain't do much. She ended up with a whole backache out, and Bianca ended up with her hair hanging out, child. So they had a whole kiki going on. Now later on that night, you had Bliss going up against Piper. I saw pieces of that match because I took a bathroom break during that too. Who styled you, girl? King Troy? Nah, girlie, it was the clearance section. I can't. Becky had on stomping boots that she couldn't walk in. Okay, so Bliss beat Piper today, but before that, she made it very clear that she was tired of waiting and she was staking her claim to the top of the women's division. She wasn't going that no more. She ended up beating Piper today, and that was that. Okay. So the final match of the night was this match, which was interesting because originally it was booked to have Seth Rollins and the Usos go up against Riddle and the Street Profits. But I guess to give Seth Rollins this final little piece that he wanted, that they needed to kind of amp up Seth Rollins and Riddle's match, they decided to go with Roman. It was Madison Square Garden anyway, and even if he hadn't wrestled in the final match of the night, he most definitely would have wrestled towards, doing a dark match because Roman always wrestles in Madison Square Garden. However, this match was pretty standard. The Usos, the Bloodline, and the Street Profits and Riddle put on a banger match. They always do. Nobody in that match slouched. Nobody in there was lazy. Everybody did their part, and it was a good match between the 6 men. However, it was when the show got ready to go off when Mr. Drip King himself, Seth Rollins, showed up, and that's when all hell really and truly broke loose. The Usos and the Bloodline walked their asses right past Seth, and Seth was just like, bye, and laughed in their face and walked his ass down there to take out Riddle. Curb stomp here, curb stomp there, and Riddle's laid out
literally shaking over the over the aluminum steps. And that's how the show went off. But the funny thing about Monday Night Raw today was the beginning. So after they got the ring cleared with Logan Paul and Miz being taken out, Roman cut a promo with what's his face? Paul Heyman. And that's when little booty tickler Austin Theory come out there. Austin Theory came out there talking mad shit, talking about how he gonna be the next undisputed Universal Champion. And baby, when I tell you that Roman tore his little booty ass up, he tore him up. Roman said, "Your daddy ain't here no more, bitch. Your daddy ain't here no more. I run the show. Your daddy gone." Austin didn't have nothing to say. He was, mom's the word. And I was like, damn, Roman. You ain't have to take him out like that, but I like that in you. I do. Because it was messy. And I loves me a little piece of mess, honey. Oh, he tore his little ass up. Okay? Tore him up. And then, little Austin got a little overzealous and hit Jay Uso in the back with his damn briefcase. Roman said, "Jay, relax. Fall back, fam." So while he tried to cut his little promo, Drew McIntyre came out there and cut that off. They had a match which was fairly decent. Then Sheamus and his goons came out there. This turned into a tag team match. It was Drew McIntyre and Bobby Lashley versus Sheamus and Austin Theory. Decent match. You got some of the best wrestlers on the roster in that match. Wasn't bad. Ridge and Pete Dunne both got kicked out for interference, and therefore the match was left up to Drew, Bobby, Sheamus, and Austin Theory, to which Bobby was able to pick up the win with the Hurt Locker from a little distraction from Dolph Ziggler, honey. Okay? This led to a question from Kevin backstage, the backstage analyst, and he asked Dolph Ziggler, "Why do you keep interfering and costing Austin Theory matches and opportunities?" And he made it very clear that he's trying to teach Austin Theory some respect and a very valuable lesson, that he can't go around insulting the veterans and thinking he's going to get away with it. There are consequences for your actions, and that is exactly what he has been getting, consequences. This also led to a matchup between Alpha Academy and Dolph Ziggler and AJ Styles, to which Dolph Ziggler was able to hit probably one of the prettiest zigzags I've seen in a very long time on Chad Gable, and they took them out. Match was over. It was a very decent match between those four. I like Dolph Ziggler and AJ Styles as a team. If they don't want to keep them separate, I do like them as a team. They could use them. But anyways, it was dope. I appreciated it. It was really, really fun to watch. And that pretty much was it for Monday Night Raw. We got one women's match throughout the whole show, but we did get a brawl between the Raw Women's Champion and the contender for the Raw Women's Champion. We did not see Kevin Owens this week or Ezekiel. Asuka was not seen this week unless she had a dark match. These people may have had dark matches, but they weren't seen this week on the show, and they're not scheduled for SummerSlam, so I didn't expect them to be shown. Okay, the last show you're gonna get is Friday night. Friday night is the night before SummerSlam. All right, and Friday Night SmackDown. What do you want, Tay? You have it in your hand, Tay. Yeah. Okay, so go to bed now. Friday night, you turned off that grease down there? Mm-hmm. It just smelled like fries is cooking in the house.
I tried to mop with the for one upstairs and they saw.
Now, if I was Mother Doo-Doo and I'm frustrated, I would dump Nikki's ass first. Whoever told her to start wearing tights underneath instead of her fishnets needs to be fired. I can't. I like her look. It looked clean to me. Wow. They call themselves the Droplets. Honey. Or was it a brawl? It sounded funnier in my head. Asuka and Dana Brooke went up against Tamina and Carmella during the main event taping. They did exactly what the fuck I told them to do last week. Move Dana, move motherfucking Carmella's ass out the picture. I don't want to see that bitch. I want to see her. Thank you, WWE, for listening. Appreciate you so much. I don't have to see her no rhythm having ass on TV for the next couple of weeks. Thank you. Thank you so much for listening to me. Now, we did get a couple of things. They want to know, is Zoe Starks your next NXT Women's Champion, or is Mandy Rose going to continue to reign? Is she going to continue to subject us to her title reign is a better question. Is it going to be Mandy, or is it going to be Zoe? Me personally, I switch over to Zoe. No shade to Mandy. She's had a longer title reign than I really thought she was going to have. But I'm just tired of seeing it. I could be wrong. I could be biased. I tried to give Mandy a really long opportunity to like enjoy her title reign and just be like, okay, Mandy doing damage. But it's not fun. Like the only thing that was really fun about her title reign was her feud with Wendy Chu. Like that was fun to me. Anything else that I watched was just unnecessary and not needed. And they didn't really put any thought or effort behind her feuds. Like it just seemed like they was just trying to go through all of the women's roster one by one until Zoe could come back. And I'm like, if that was the case, then y'all could have been flip-flopping the title at this point. But I guess they wanted to give Zoe a worthy adversary. They could have put the title on somebody else. They could have let Indy take the reins. They could have had her running with champions. Alba Fire was there at the time. You could have had her be the one. I just felt like Mandy just didn't give what I wanted. I don't mind a good heel champion. You know, like when you have a heel champion and you can't deny that they have attempted to do great things, it's undeniable. Put it into perspective, I did not like Raquel Gonzalez's title reign at all. I hated it. I thought that it was not worth the time nor the effort. But when she went up against people that were great, she had amazing matches. When she went up against Ember, she went up against Io Shirai, she went up against even Dakota Kai. Like that was probably her greatest feud, was her feud with Dakota. Everything else was pretty much boring. Like there wasn't anything to them. And Mandy had an opportunity because she's a character-based champion. And in my opinion, she had an opportunity to do great things. And it just seemed like she fell flat. And I just wish she didn't. From this picture, Mandy and Dozy Doe can be sisters. God, please let it be Zoe. Oh, God. Zoe 101 for champion, yes. And when they put the rainbow colors on the belt, that was interesting. I love that belt like that. I don't know why everybody's so pissed about that belt having those rainbow colors on it. I love the color background behind that title. I think it looks fucking dope. My interest for Mandy's reign ended at Stand and Deliver. Nobody. Indie song, theme song. I'm impressive. I can't. Anyways, so that's going to happen tomorrow. I guess they'll have a little face-off tomorrow. I don't know what they're going to do, but if you think Mandy is going to continue to reign supreme as champion, put some ones in the comment boxes and let me see where y'all minds at. If you think Zoe is going to be your next NXT Women's Champion, put some twos in the comment boxes. I am going to take just a quick break, and I'll be right back. Give me 1 second.
Damn right we take turns being wrong. I get real accountable when I'm alone. I get real about it all when I'm alone. It's so crazy missing you when I get on. Julio made me a Popio. And I might hit your phone up with that rah-rah-rah. Listen, my da-da-da. Listen, da-da-ah. All of this love is toxic. All of this love is toxic. All these bitches ain't hugging. My shit. You a damn drug. Toxic.
If you don't wanna see me, if you don't wanna see me, did a full 180, crazy, thinking about the way I once did the heartbreak change me, baby, but look at where I ended up. I'm open already, so moved on, it's scary. I'm not where you left me at all. So, if you don't wanna see me dancing with somebody, don't show up, don't come out, don't stop caring about me now. Walk away, you know how. Don't stop caring.
The weakness on my head, everything I live, baby, I'm okay. The time is running out, I'm gonna figure out what happened between us. And
Okay. And back. Let me see. They don't like color. I can't. She put all the numbers she could think of in here. So everybody mostly voted for Zoe. I think coming out and having the colors burning the stage, I think that's fun. Everything don't have to be dark and brooding. Okay. Not if he messes with NXT 2.0. I don't think he will. I think it'll stay the same. Honestly. Anyways. It's bad bitch o'clock. All right. So SummerSlam is July 30th, which is this Saturday coming. 5 days from now. All right. I will be running down all of the matches for SummerSlam on the podcast with all of the rivalries. I'm going to try to make it as fun as possible so everybody will want to watch it. and get you guys hyped for the show, okay? I'm going to try and get it out tomorrow so y'all have plenty of time to listen to it. And hopefully WWE will not add another damn match to this show, okay? But listen, let's move into the non-title bouts first and get into the main event of the show, all right? So let's start off with the one that was just added tonight. Yes? Okay. The Mysterios. Los Mysterios. It's going up against Judgment Day in a no disqualification tag team match, which means Rhea Ripley is an X factor and very much a deciding factor in terms of tipping the scale in Judgment Day's favor. But I have a sneaking suspicion that Edge will show up somewhere on SummerSlam and wreak havoc on Judgment Day. Hopefully. Because we haven't seen any more video promos of Edge. Go lay down. We haven't seen any more video promos of Edge. The one we saw today was the same one that came out last week. Hopefully Friday they'll finish out where he says he's going to go to. But yes, this match is happening. It was just added to the docket today. Okay? I won't be watching SummerSlam when it comes on. I'm going to see Elton John the same day. Really? We'll have a good time. Now, why the fuck am I just seeing that Charlotte is on the poster? Oh, yeah, Charlotte was on the poster for SummerSlam. This was the original poster that they came out with. This was the poster they came out with when they originally announced that they were going to be in SummerSlam, and that was well into Charlotte's reign. It was towards the end. So they put her right on there. At that time, Bianca wasn't champion, Becky was. And Ronda wasn't champion at the time, but it seemed to me they put their top stars on the poster. The people whose faces are going to sell, that's who they put on the poster. All right. So, let's play Who You Got. In the comments, y'all tell me who y'all think is going to win this match. I just told y'all. Not the Usos. The Mysterios versus Judgment Day. And their X Factor is going to be Rhea Ripley. But I keep wanting to say the Usos. The Mysterios X Factor might be Edge coming back. All right? So, who y'all got to win this particular match? And I'll tell y'all who I think is going to win. Rico, don't be correcting people's grammar. Nah, damn. Let him talk. Young Boy Jay said the father and son. Brandy said Judgment Day. Anybody else? Anybody else want to vote on who they think is going to win in the no disqualification tag team match? No takers? This motherfucker said chicken legs and Demon Damien. Oh my God. Damon looked like he'd be fucking succubuses, but whatever. Anyway, Edge probably going to come out with Beth to fight off Rhea. I don't think that really makes sense. It don't make sense for him to bring out Beth. They're not in the promo package together. It's just him. I mean, okay, if you think so. The Mysterios, Judgment Day. I hope it's the Mysterios, but I'm unsure. Our dream Eiffel Tower is gonna win. No, that's yours, baby. I don't dream about Damian Priest. Okay. He all right. He attractive. He makes sure he put that eyeliner on really good. But I don't dream about Damian Priest, baby. No. I know his knees knock when he be I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Damien. I shouldn't have said that. I apologize. I really don't, but I'm just apologizing to appease people because people sensitive. But anyways, I'm waiting to see what everybody else gonna say. AJC3 says, I see Judgment Day winning, but I could see Dom turning on Ray with Edge even in the odds and helping Ray. That's an interesting take on it. Okay. So I think Judgment Day is gonna win the match. Aaliyah said those would be nightmarish dreams for me at least. Girl. I think Edge is gonna win. I think Judgment Day is gonna win the match. Edge might come out there. The momentum seems to be in the Mysterios favor, and I just don't. It never works out that way for them when they book these types of matches. It's usually the opposite. Like when the heels are the ones who have the upper hand going into a match, they tend to either lose or get disqualified. When the face characters have the upper hand going into the match, they always lose. 100%. They always lose. Like I've rarely seen. So, given the way that they book things in WWE, I just don't see the Mysterios winning this match. Although they may look like they came out on top because of how things might be structured once the match is over, I just genuinely don't see them winning the match. But if they do, kudos. I'm not going to shit on it, you know? So let's move on and do another one, all right? Let's go to another non-title bout. Let's move to this one. To me, this one should be an early match. I don't want to watch this in the middle of a show. I know it'll kind of be like a palate cleanser, and it seems like it's very volatile. They got a good storyline going for it. I'm not shitting on it, but I don't fuck with Logan Paul like that, and I could care less. The only thing I want to see is the Miz skull-crushing finale that fool and take him out. That's all I want to see. But who do y'all think is going to win? You got Logan Paul, the internet sensation, and you've got Mike Mizanin, the D-list celebrity superstar. Who you got? The two obvious scenarios is either Dominic turning on his daddy or Edge costing Judgment Day the match, which is why I say Judgment Day could very well win the match, and then Edge could come out there. I ain't gonna lie, I low-key thought Dominic was going to get Ray when he was talking in the ring. I don't know why, though. That's because y'all keep wanting it to happen. The Miz, 100%. Miz, I say it in the quietest way possible. Miz better whoop that one testicle fucker. Oh, he got one testicle? I ain't know that. Miz, a lot of votes for the Miz here. I think this is the most popular the Miz has been in a very long time without him actually turning face. This is the most popular he's ever been. So, y'all gonna hate me for this. But I think Logan Paul probably gonna win this fucking match. And I hate to say it, I learned that fact against my will. Oh, God, we thank you. I hate to say it, but I feel like Logan Paul is going to win this match. It's this first match in the WWE solo. And he's going up against The Miz. They probably want to keep this feud going. And they're probably going to edge this out quietly into Royal Rumble, which they probably will fight in the Royal Rumble match, eliminate each other, and then they will have a match set for WrestleMania, which to me is the easiest way to keep the feud going. Yeah, I just think he's going to win. I don't see him losing this match. I don't really care for this match, but I see Paul winning this match. Agreed. But I don't want Dominic to turn. I just don't want to see either on my screen. I honestly don't think Dominic's going to turn on his dad right now. I think it's going to be over something else that he could possibly turn on his dad. I just don't see it happening at SummerSlam at the moment. Although it would be a big moment for Dominic for sure. And it's well after his 20-year celebration. So, you know, he pretty much gave him his time. But Ray wants to pass the mask down to Dominic. And to me, it wouldn't make sense for him to turn on his dad and his dad wants him to don the mask. You know what I mean? But y'all live your best life, which is why I simply do not watch. I don't hate you for it. I feel like that would be negotiated into his contract. All right. So I'm going to pick Logan Paul on this one. I just can't bring myself to see them giving Paul this contract and then he loses his first singles match at a major pay-per-view. I just can't see it. Also, somebody got to get Dom style together. It don't matter. The boy wearing designer shit, no matter how non-designer it looks. That child will never be out there in nothing normal. He'll never be wearing no Old Navy, TJ Maxx, none of that shit. Him, his sister, and his mama, and Rey Mysterio decked out in Jabot, decked out in motherfucking Louis Vuitton. They one time they was wearing Yeezy. Remember they came out there in Yeezy shit, and that nigga shit be $2,000 for a damn sweater, $2,500 for some cut up jeans, $1,000 for some shoes.
Dominic for a little bit kept going out there with the Givenchy shoes.
Right? Came out there with the Giuseppe Sonatis.
Mm-hmm.
Them shoes expensive as hell. They don't never go out there in nothing cheap, babe. Them niggas be dressed to the nines, but they don't be dressed the way we can dress. You feel me? How is his fam always covered in designer but got no drip? Because you ain't got to have designer, name brand designer clothes to drip. And there's no shade to King Troy, but he and Seth Rollins and Becky are a perfect example of that. Twitter said to make Dominic turn on his dad so he can revive his career and with more accolades. And I laughed so hard. I don't understand how that will revive Rey Mysterio's career. I don't get that. The point of, are you sure you turned that pot off down there?
I'm positive. I will go down there and check.
I can smell the grease cooking. Now, if I'm crazy, just let me be crazy, but I can smell it. I don't see how that would work. I feel like that would lend more to Dominic in a weird way. Easily, he doesn't have taste. Oh, you could say it's ugly, Tiff. We all have eyes. He dressed pretty normal, but he dressed in designer shit. Like, he don't wear nothing that's worthy of being like, damn, that boy got style, you know? Like, he pretty much dressed like any other random ass dude, but all his shit is designer shit. If I have said it before and I will say it again, Dominic looked like a stud. I'm only reading this off of this damn thing. I don't want nobody coming at my fucking neck. If I were to see him walking on the street, I would assume he was a lesbian. You see, I don't have nothing to do with that. Absolutely nothing. Let's go to another non-title bout. We have Riddle and Seth freaking Rollins. All right. Now, these two obviously have a volatile relationship. So much so that tonight, Seth Rollins didn't even wrestle. He came out there and waited to pick the scraps and just took Matt Riddle to task with 2 curb stomps, if I recall. 3. I think it was 3. I want to say it was 3. Okay. Now, we playing who you got if you're coming in late. So, who you got? Is it Seth Rollins you think is going to win this match? Or do you think Riddle is going to win? I'm going to play some music in the background and give y'all a chance to tell me who going to win, bitch. Let me see if I can find some good music. I'm just put my little card up with my Janae music. This is Genetics music, and I love Janae for making me new music. Thank you, Janae. If you ever watch my live playback, thank you, girl. But I'm gonna give y'all a minute to figure out what y'all want to do. But we playing who gonna win. All right, we got Seth Rollins and we got Riddle. Who do you got? Who you got?
Damn right we take turns being wrong. I get real accountable when I'm alone. I get real about it all when I'm alone. It's so crazy missing you. I get on. Julio made me Popio. And I might hit your phone up with that bye. that missing that ass. All of this love is toxic. All of this love is toxic. All these kisses and hugs and toxic. You a damn drug, toxic.
If you don't wanna see me.
So judging based off of the comment section, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 for Riddle. All right, and we've got 1, 2, 3 for Seth, because I can't quite tell if Rico was voting for Seth or if he was just talking about Seth. Anyways, it looked like over in this comments that it's just gonna be Matt Riddle who wins this match. Now, if we're going by their past and what has happened over the past year, Matt Riddle has the momentum and he has the drive, whereas Seth Rollins has been on sort of a losing streak when it comes to the pay-per-views. He hasn't picked up a win yet. He has lost just about every pay-per-view match he has had since WrestleMania. So one would have to imagine that somewhere he's got to have some luck that's going to change in his favor. However, I don't think it's happening at SummerSlam. With all that being said, my pick for SummerSlam to win, I don't know. I'm gonna go with my gut and say that it is gonna be Seth. I know I just previously said it, going by what we saw, that Seth Rollins wouldn't be the pick, but I don't know, something about SummerSlam feels like it's gonna be a change of the tide for a lot of people, and we all know why, which I'll get into that later. It's a change of the tide for other people, so I guess we'll have to wait and see. I'm not sure. To me, it wouldn't make plausible sense to give the W to Riddle. It'd be smarter to give that W to Seth. It would give him some momentum and a wave to ride on into the next feud for him, which he can fight his way up to that belt again, especially if they decide to split that belt up within the next couple of months after Roman possibly takes his leave of absence. Because the draft is coming up in a couple of months, and of course Survivor Series. What are they going to do? They're going to have to go traditional and just pick, instead of doing show versus show, they're going to have to go traditional and just pick 5-on-5 competitors, because Roman is the champion, and if Roman maintains himself as champion, then more than likely he will keep both titles. I don't think he should. I think he should drop those titles. But, let me look at y'all comments. I hope it's Rollins, but the way Riddle has been rolling makes me 75% positive. Seth has been on a consistent losing streak. Unless it's leading him to earn another match against Roman, I see Seth winning. I would hope that it would, but I just like, that's the kind of momentum he would need. You know what I'm saying? All right, so let's move on to the next non-title bout. Now, Pat McAfee and Corbin have history outside of WWE from what everybody has been saying. According to many, they are former teammates in football. I did not know that. Did you know that?
I did not.
He did not? My football guy did not know that. He should have known that.
Well, I should have probably wasn't in the league long enough for me to know.
You should have known. You should have known. You should have known. You know everything. He knows everything when it comes to football. Don't let him fool you. Anyway, Corbin and Happy Corbin and McAfee have been going at each other's necks for weeks. I mean, we got bum ass Corbin over here, and Corbin went on commentary when Pat was out and did a horrendous version of Pat McAfee when Shinsuke comes out. Him and his dick riding buddy Corey Graves. With all that being said, everybody's hoping that Pat McAfee picks up the W over Happy Corbin. Quite frankly, I'm just excited to see Pat back in the ring. It seems like Pat has also a premium event contract where he'll wrestle at main event style on the premium pay-per-views exclusively, which I kind of dig. You know what I'm saying? So who do you got? Who you got? Do you vote for Pat McAfee or are you going to go for Happy Corbin? Let me see in the comments. Who do you got? Who do you got? Who do you got? I said, who do you got? Hey, who do you got? I'm going to give y'all a minute to decide who you got. I just want to know who you got. All right. Who you got? Who you got? I'm going to give y'all 30 seconds. Who you got? Is it going to be Pat McAfee or Happy Corbin? 30 seconds starts right now. So let's see what the verdict is on Pat McAfee versus Happy Corbin. We have young boy Jay who says he's voting for Pat. Moravich is voting for Pat. Aaliyah is voting for Pat. Hiram and Brandy are also voting for Pat. It's a landslide for Pat. Those of you who are just listening and don't want to comment, I know y'all voting for Pat too, because don't nobody like Corbin. And if you do, what's wrong with you? Why? He oddly shaped. He badly built. He got no ass at all. He just, ugh. I know you voting for Pat. You got to vote for Pat. I see Pat winning either clean or by a distraction from Shinsuke or returning Rick Boogs. Oh, baby, Rick Boogs is going to be out. Like, Rick Boogs has a tear, so he has to rehab for at least a year. So Boogs is not going to be seen until next year's time. Trust me. All right, so we all know or think that Pat McAfee is going to win. I hope he does. I really do not want to stand listening to Corbin talking shit. Like, that's not something that I want to hear, nor do I care about. All right, so let's move on into the matches that we actually do care about. Okay, well, the title bouts. Let's start off with Theory and Bobby Lashley. Yeah. So Bobby Lashley is your current United States champion. He is a 2-time U.S. champion, and he is going up against the former youngest U.S. champion in WWE history, Austin Theory. All right. He is currently as Mr. Money in the Bank as well, and they're going to run this match back because it was easy to book, and they hadn't built anybody else for for Bobby Lashley. With all that being said, it's time for who you got. Okay, so Bobby Lashley is the current champion. Theory is your number one contender. He's the challenger. So I'm going to give y'all 30 seconds to decide who you got. And your 30 seconds starts now. We got a big old vote this time. So Bobby. Everybody pick RoboCop. Y'all don't like Theory? I see y'all don't. Well, here's the deal. I do too believe that RoboCop is going to retain his U.S. championship. I see no reason to give that title back to Theory in any way, shape, or form. And, well, his safety net is gone. Bye-bye. He gone. Okay, he gone. So there ain't no reason to give that title back to Theory or even look his way. In my opinion, Theory needs to work his way up to his next title, just like everybody else. Okay? Okay. Sasha also said she would keep it on Bobby. Good for you. Pat on the other option too. I just don't want Theory to win. None of us do. We tired of seeing him. But I tell you what, today he got his ass whipped by Drew McIntyre. He got tore up from the flow up. I damn near threw up, honey. Oh, he whipped his ass. He whipped his ass bad. I was like, oh God. Did it have to be like that? I say, did it have to be like that? It was bad. Anyways, let's move on to the next bout. So we got the Usos versus the Street Profits. 2/3 of the bloodline is going up against the Street Profits at SummerSlam, and they have a special guest referee in Double J. That's Jeff Jarrett. Double F, double R, double T, Jeff Jarrett. Okay? Now, Jeff Jarrett made his presence felt this week on Monday Night Raw because fam came out there and said, I'm not with the shits. Y'all either play nice and go out there and wrestle like you're supposed to, or I'm going to remember this shit when it comes to your match, baby. Oh, it was like having your daddy come out there when you and your cousins or you and your siblings out there fighting, and y'all start arguing, and he come out there and be like, shut up. You shut that shit up right now. You know, he do one of them. Shut all of that down. All that smoke was down. All that we the ones was down. It was real. Shh. Shh. Okay. Okay. So we're going to have to see. But I give y'all 10 seconds this time. I'm not going to do the whole 30. We're going to do 10 seconds. You tell me who you got. Are you going to go with the Street Profits, Montez and Angelo Dawkins? Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins. Or are we going to go with the Usos, Jimmy and Jay Uso? 2/3 of the bloodline and currently the ruling dictatorship over the WWE. Who you got? All right. So I'm going to put the rest of y'all comments in, and then we're going to talk about who y'all got. AJC3 said, I see Bobby winning. I could see him having a difficult time with the possible interference from MVP and Omos. They haven't put MVP and Omos on Bobby in a while. I see no reason for them to start now.
They might try to interfere with the Alpha Academy.
Right, but even then, I wouldn't do that. Well, yeah, because they're on Theory's behalf, but I just wouldn't do that. I feel like Omos and Bobby Lashley have fought enough. We don't need to see that, and I do not want to see Omos with the U.S. Championship anytime soon. If we follow the child abuse report on Theory verbally and physically, he deserved that ass whooping. That was not child abuse. That was called proper corporal punishment. Okay, that's what that was called. That wasn't child abuse. That was not abuse. My baby Drew does not abuse people, okay? He does not abuse. Stop it. All right? Now he can go straight into the group homes. Ooh. Not the group homes. Montez had me cracking the fuck up when he was laughing at Jimmy, right? Cracking up. Oh, Jonelle's going with the Usos. Aaliyah says Street Profits, Street Profits, Street Profits. Kayla says it could be anyone's match, but probably the Usos by a surprising interference. But I'm a winner because I get to see an instant classic. You do. That is true, Kayla. You got a very valid point, babe. It could be anyone's match. Okay. But probably the Usos. But I'm a winner because I get to see the instant classic between these two. Okay, cool. So Matt Moravich goes with the Street Profits. So it is a one-sided thing. We got a couple people for the Street Profits, a lot of people for the Street Profits, and one or two for the Usos. So I'm gonna go Street Profits on this one. I think the Street Profits are going to win. I feel like this is the best time. The Usos have been champion for over a year. Okay, as the SmackDown champions, they have been champion for over a year. There is no need to keep the titles on them any longer. And quite frankly, I just feel like the Usos have done everything that they could do, and the Street Profits are owed this win over the Usos. They have yet to beat the Usos in any form of tag team competition, whether it just be a regular old match or an actual tag team championship match. They have not beaten them ever. And I think this will be the perfect time to give them that W and to be the undisputed tag team champions. They can run this shit back at Clash at the Castle and have the Bloodline defending their titles as well as Roman and make this shit a family affair. You know what I'm saying? Like, they ran it back here, run it back again. You feel me? Nika says it's the Usos. That's interesting. AJC3 says, I see the Usos winning. I want the Profits, but I see them or New Day ending the Usos' reign in the future. I don't see the New Day coming into play at all, honestly. But if you do and it happens, you got a better foresight than me, babe. All right, so let's move on to the next title bout. Let's go to the SmackDown. We've got Liv Morgan versus Ronda Rousey. Now, there really isn't much going on between these two, other than Liv Morgan has a lot to prove. She feels like nobody takes her seriously as the SmackDown Women's Champion, and Ronda Rousey is trying to get some get back. All right, so these two obviously are on opposite sides of the spectrum, but they have the same goal, which is to end up with the SmackDown Women's Championship raised above their heads at the end of the night at SummerSlam. So who do you got? Do you go with the new SmackDown Women's Champion, the one who really hasn't defended her title yet and hasn't really gotten her feet yet as champion? And now, or do you go with the oldie but goldie in Ronda Rousey, the woman who has defended her title on multiple occasions and, of course, has been Raw Women's Champion on Raw a couple years ago, but generally has the experience and the tenure in the position to be a dominant champion and to look the part of a champion. With Liv, we haven't seen what she's capable of yet, but it's totally up to her and Ronda. So, who do you got? All right. I left y'all on red for 30 seconds. Oh, Janelle says Liv Morgan. Young Boy Jay says Liv going to win, but Charlotte going to big boot that ass at the end of the night. Really? I think they're going to get Liv's plate, so yeah. I can't choose. Wow. That's Liv Morgan. That's Liv Morgan. Okay. Have a feeling Charlotte is going to pop up somewhere mid or end costing Ronda. I mean, okay. I don't have no issues with that. I feel like Charlotte haven't been gone long enough, and I think she should stay gone. But, I mean, with the way the tide has been changing in the E, I probably would come back early, too. We got 2 more matches to review. And this one, we just saw a breakdown into a bunch of mess where Becky damn near came out of clothes and Bianca came out of hair, bitch. Child, we got Bianca Belair, the current Raw Women's Champion, and we have Becky Lynch, the continuous antagonist of Bianca Belair, the constant thorn in her side, the scum between her toes, bitch, the nail in her shoe, okay? That pee in her bed, okay? Now, if you don't know the story of the Princess and the Pea, go read. Please go read, okay? But anyway, Bianca Belair has been trying to get rid of this redheaded Chucky doll for the last 3 years. And every time she turned around, here she comes. Well, it's been 3 years, right? It's been 3 years since Bianca was SmackDown Women's Champion. I want to say it's been 3 years. Am I wrong?
Wasn't it last year?
When she was SmackDown Women's Champion?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. So I guess it's a year. It feel like 2 years. It feel like 3 years, actually. It was a year ago. Bianca was SmackDown Women's Champion a year ago, ended up dropping her title to Becky. Becky ended up flaunting her title around like it was the greatest thing since sliced bread. Switched the title out between Charlotte and her, and then she became the Raw Women's Champion. So Becky Lynch has been a thorn in Bianca's side for over a year. Very similar to the way Bayley was a thorn in Bianca's side. With all that being said, I'm not even gonna give y'all time to choose. It's gonna be Bianca. It better be Bianca, or we're gonna have a fucking problem. Because what I'm not going to take is watching Becky run around with the Raw Women's Championship again and consistently using that as a means of creating her own personality. Absolutely the fuck not. Becky has had her chance and her time to shine. I'm tired of seeing it. Let her ass go into the mid card of the women's division. She's a former champion on both sides of the company. Her ass need to go sit down somewhere. Let somebody else take the reins. Let somebody else do something. But it better be Bianca, and it better be in 26 seconds, or we gonna fight. I am not playing. Liv, have a feeling Charlotte's gonna pop up. Not that I'm saying Liv can work, because she can, but Ronda has a high chance of winning. But honestly, there will be an interference from someone. Bianca, and it better be a 26-second match. Bianca wins, and somebody probably gonna attack her to state their claim for that they're next for Bianca. Why is that always y'all answer? Like, why does it always have to be an attack? Why they can't just win and then the attack happened the next night? Because y'all do realize that Monday Night Raw is the night after, that after that Sunday, Monday Night Raw comes on, and they do have to have something saved for Monday Night Raw. Everybody can't get attacked after they match or have interference after the match. You can't have that in every single match. Jesus be offense. And finally, we have the big kahuna. We got the undisputed WWE Universal Champion, Roman Reigns, going up against the beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar. Well, Brock Lesnar did walk out officially on WWE. I got the shit to believe it. However, he did return and come back. With all that being said, Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns have fought many times before. And we all have seen how this comes out. It's always ends up being Roman's bag. And Brock Lesnar being in his, feelings about the shit right now with what's going on with Vinnie Mac. There's no way that Roman Reigns is not going to win. But I will allow y'all to play who you got with the final bout. Who do you have? Do you have the current undisputed WWE Universal Champion, or are you going to go with a former WWE and a former Universal Champion in Brock Lesnar? All right, so y'all saw Moravich picked Roman, and Roman. So most of the crew is choosing Roman, except for young boy Jay, because he can't seem to choose. He's a bit conflicted, which I can understand. But I'm going to go with Roman Reigns. They already have him booked to go up against Drew McIntyre at Clash at the Castle, and I just don't see him not having that championship going into the show. I just don't. It could go either way, but I have Roman winning. I just hope at the end both gang up on Theory, who I'm predicting will fail his cash-in. For once, I agree. I do believe that Theory will be a failed cash-in for his Money in the Bank briefcase. I don't need time to think because I'm going 100 all the way with Roman Reigns. Really? Well, there it is. Those are the picks. That's the show. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Now, if you want to hear my full breakdown of all of the feuds between all of the matches that are going to happen at SummerSlam, be sure to tune in to Down for the Count probably tomorrow afternoon, maybe Wednesday morning. I probably will have it up by tomorrow afternoon, though, because I can't go to sleep since my nephew likes to stay up all night. So make sure you tune in to Down for the Count on our podcast. We are everywhere, from Twitter to Spotify, Apple, Google, all that good shit, okay? You can find us pretty much everywhere that you can listen to podcasts. All you have to do is search for Down for the Count, and we should pop up. And you can always find me on my social media at TV2. And if you want to donate to my show to help me upgrade my stuff, you most definitely can. It is totally up to you. All right, and make sure you share, like my video, and subscribe if you are not subscribed. It really helps. And then I can get a super chat and all kind of shit going, honey. I could be real professional. Okay? But with all that being said, I got to go. I will be back on here tomorrow to talk about NXT because we got to figure out how this is going to play out with Mandela. Is she going to stay the NXT Women's Champion? Or are they going to give that shit to Zoe Starks? Now, knowing what we know in terms of Vince McMahon retiring and Triple H being the new guy in town overseeing the creative, and he is EVP of Talent Relations, that kind of boosted Bruce Pritchard's ass the fuck up out of there. So we don't know what's going on. Hopefully that they all are working together and playing nice, and that Triple H will give us some storylines that we can write homes about. Okay? With all that being said, y'all make sure y'all follow me. Y'all make sure y'all share my videos, like my videos, and if you haven't subscribed, like I said, please make sure you subscribe. Okay? And with all that being said, I got to go. Y'all have a good night. Bye. Thank y'all so much for coming and being part of my show. Please don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe on the channel. It really helps to get my content out there for everybody to see. And I feel like even though we're a wrestling channel, we talk about a little bit of everything over here when I go live. So make sure you guys follow me on my social media as well. All of my socials are the same at TV2. You can find me on Twitter, and you can find me on Instagram, and you can find me on Facebook if you're a little nerd and you like Facebook. But don't forget to follow me and subscribe, and make sure you rate my videos and get that algorithm up to push it up so I can start being a little bit more professional, so I can start making some coins. Okay? Okay. I will talk to y'all later. Love you. Bye.